So you're thinking about buying Stranded Alien Dawn. Well, there's a couple of things I would suggest first. If you do buy it, make sure you do the tutorials. I didn't do the tutorials until just recently, and I really would have saved a lot of time by just doing these. It explains a ton really quickly. I mean, relatively. Like they're about 10, 15 minutes each. So I'm not going to go through it all, but I'm just going to show you real quick. These are the tutorial. It's going to tell you essentially how to move the camera around, blah, blah, blah. How to collect resources, and then teaches you all about the game. Eventually how to build stuff, how to set up your electronics, how the animal attacks go. Because after so many days, and I don't know if it's on a set number of days or whatever, but you get attacked. You'll get attacked in waves from animals. So let's go back to the main menu so we don't waste too much time on the tutorial here. And we're going to do a new game. And there's different scenarios. The only ones I've done so far is crash landing. I've tried, I think I'm on my third try here. But they got different modes here as well. I think this one is a expansion that I bought, but there's these. So we'll just do crash landing. Basically, your ship crashed, and I mean you can pause and read these if you want. There we go. Okay, but basically your ship crashes, and you can go and actually find other survivors in other crash landings as well. And then I honestly. Let's see. I think that's the one I've been doing so far. I haven't moved on to these yet. And honestly, I think I've just done Concordia as well. I haven't really expanded yet. So I'm just going to do Concordia again. We'll do medium. It gives you a random seed here. Sometimes I type in something funny, or something that I think would be funny. This is just a random one they gave me. And you can do the. If you hear my dog playing with his toy, that's what that squeaking is. So it looks like these are some additions you can do to the game. I'm just gonna leave it totally original. And then you go through and you select your survivors. You kind of want to make sure they're not all having the same traits or incapabilities. You can see this guy Henry. If you look over on the right hand side over here, he's incapable of farming. And then you also have, where is he? You got this guy who's a pacifist. He won't fight. I think there's others. Yeah, so we got no, that's him again. Stuff like that. So this. Anyways, you kind of see what I'm looking at. So what do they give us? We got he's good at combat and physical mostly. She's useless combat wise. If they're indifferent like that, they really don't like doing whatever it is, and so it actually affects their mood, which can make them have a meltdown eventually. So construction. So we got him. Hopefully he's good at construction. He's not. He's pretty smart though. I'm gonna get rid of her. There we go. So I double click there. Let's see. Let's find someone he's decent. Maybe we'll go with him. Looks like he's pretty medium across the board there, but I can task him to do mostly construction there. If you really want to get into it, you can kind of figure out what more about them. But he learns skills twice as fast, so he's probably a really good one to have. And then you just hit start once you choose your crew. Then you're gonna go through the animation here, but I think you can skip it if you want. But let's not. Ah! We're all gonna crash. Alright. So you can see a little bit around the map there. Got a big lake over there that we can... I don't know if there's anything you can do with the lakes. See that big lake out there? I'm curious. I haven't figured it out yet, and I honestly I don't really watch a lot of videos. I like to kind of figure things out as I go. So, you know, I mean, if you want to watch it as a spoiler, but honestly, I'm just kind of showing you what this game looks like for now, you know, so that you can kind of decide whether or not you want to buy it and play it. So you got Carter. He's crying. I've noticed there's always one person crying when you land. So that's essentially, I think, like a meltdown, right? His happiness is low enough. These guys are apparently happy to be alive. So let's look at these guys. What do we want to do first? Let's look around, right? So we got them. Before you can really use resources very well, I think a lot of them you have to observe. Maybe not. No, I think you do, because you should be able to harvest this. So I'm going to have some people observe. Actually, you don't need to worry about the trees yet. I'm going to have somebody scavenge, and then somebody mine. Henry's trying to calm down Carter. I don't know if that's going to do anything, so let's go ahead and go to the activities, and I'm going to switch over to the normal activities list, or the more, you know, one of them is the simple priorities, and that is basically you're allowed to do this, and then it'll basically just pick the leftmost, or you can switch it over this way, and then you can add a number to the priority. So say Carter, let's see, he's the construction guy, right? So I'm gonna put his first order, his number one activity to be construction, and you can do the same for, you know, all of them. I mean, you can put them all to level 1, and then it'll go left to right. So it'd be like construction. If I had him on these, he would do construction until there's no construction left. Then he'd do hunting tasks, whatever is open. But I'll put that up there. Harvest. I'll put you at a 2. Cut. Put you at a 2. Let's see. He's got decent, but I want Henry. Henry's got a higher physical, you can see there. So I'm going to put him on number 1 for scavenge. And I'll put that as 2 for mining. And I'll put him at 1 for mining. For now, let's collect resources. I'll put construction. I'll just leave it there, and then when I'm ready. Simon, what are you going to do? Don't really need to do these so much, but I'll put you on observe and Umair. I'll put you on observe. So let's just do that for now. And then you can, eventually you'll, you know, reprioritize other things too. These will continue to fall around your settlement. I haven't had them hit my settlement yet, but I suppose I wouldn't see that as impossible. Got a decent amount of to scavenge around here. Look at this observed as well. Okay. So I should have actually shown you once he finishes that. I'll show you, or maybe this one will get finished first. So you can speed up time as well here. You don't want to overtask them too much, because then you'll always be kind of confused about what you're doing, to some degree, till you get caught up, especially until you kind of understand the game a little bit. All right, so we need beds. I got a lot of scrap metal. Let's have him cut these up. Let's get some sticks. And then also, I want to get some timber. So you're going to notice that, like, these things, everything that you can click on eventually yields you some sort of resources, right? So you can get, obviously we're getting stone from here. I don't have any sort of stockpile yet, so I need to actually do that. We'll give them, let's do a shelter first. I don't have any hay, so we're gonna do scrap metal shelter. And I'm gonna do 2 of them. Let's see, where do I want to put them? Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna lean them this way because there's more to expand over here. Let's go 1, rotate it around, do that, and that should give me space to put beds and some storage, I think. And I can actually expand it further if I want to in the future as well. So we should, who was it? One of these guys, Carter, should transition to building once he's done cutting everything. There we go. All right, so now, where's the silicone leaf? Right here. So he finished with this silicone leaf. He's moving on to the next, but then you can click on that, and then it shows you, you know, what you can get out of it when you harvest it. And then what you can actually do is you go to farming, and then, so you got the big bushes there, that was earlier. Now we also have silicone leaf, which isn't really important right now, but in the future when you start making electronics, it is incredibly important. So yeah, that's that basically. I mean, he's gonna finish that one up. Now we got skin bark, and we can make veggie leather, which you can actually research. Here, I'll show you if it's up here already. I don't know if it is yet. Okay, new research, veggie armor should be right here. That's leather armor. Oh, here it is. It's a breakthrough, so I think you have to obviously observe this before you can actually make it. But yeah, so then you'd need a crafting table and blah blah blah. So that's pretty much, you know what, maybe I'll do it until there's an attack. So we're gonna keep getting those, and the attack shouldn't take too long. I can speed this up, or maybe I'll just skip ahead to keep the videos short. I don't want the videos to be super long. Maybe in the future, if people like my stuff, I'll do more of that, like streaming or something. But camp is what I need. Let's give them some sleeping spots. You know what? It's actually... Can I still fit storage in here? I can. Alright, sweet. Let's give him that for now. So you need the research desk to progress the research. So I'm gonna go ahead and get one of those set up, and then I'm gonna set research to there's a lot of different things you could want to do. Maybe I'm gonna do construction basics first. That'll take a day. Then lightning rods. And weaponsmithing. So, something that pops up every once in a while is some sort of event, right? I tend to always allow them to do it because sometimes it helps keep their happiness up. If their happiness drops enough, they'll have a meltdown, and maybe I'll like force a meltdown at some point. So this is a really good one, grain cob. Very, very useful. And then we also have the olfin. So now, once you research animal taming, then you can actually start taming these critters. Pretty cool. And then this should be done. Buttermelon. Yep. They're really good for making pickled vegetables and whatnot, I've noticed. Sweet, we got a railgun. I need to get more storage set up. Alright, Henry's idling. I think I have him. What do I have him set to? Okay, mining and scavenging. Is this done? Okay, so you have to unlock the salvage. So I'm going to have him scavenge over here actually now. Or maybe. Yeah, I'll have him scavenge over here. And I'll also get a workbench put up. Also get a table, because that will help their happiness. And some benches. I don't think they ever... I don't think I've ever seen all of them sitting at once, so... I mean, 2 is probably fine. Alright, Carter. I'll set to... construction. Okay, so we should start building these. Unless... no, okay. Okay, he is. I'll have him cut some more too. We'll get more wood. Actually, maybe we can harvest some of that. Now we'll be alright. We don't need to... I'm not going to worry about a lot of food for now. Just get those 4 there. I just want to survive to the attack, which actually I'm going to start putting up. Alright, just cut all those down. Okay. Sweet. Pretty good deal there. Alright, we're good on all that stuff. I'm gonna actually, I'll let him, okay. I'm gonna cancel his salvaging, or scavenging. Let's get rid of everyone. I don't want anyone scavenging right now. Yep, that's fine. I just want this built up to be ready for the animal attack. We got a thunderstorm. How are we doing on that? Let's get that. Might be a little late. So the lightning can actually do a lot of damage. It'll kill people. It's not good. So they're getting wet and they're not happy about that. Let's see. Who's the best combat? I got 2, 4, 2, 1. So I'm gonna give him the armor. Just because I'd rather him survive or have him do more of the combat than anyone. Which I don't have any. Should probably make sure we get some weapons. I'm gonna give him the railgun sniper. Let's see. I'll give him the pistol. Sweet. Okay. Hopefully we can get these weapons made. So, there we go. How tired are you? You're doing okay. I'm gonna send you to research. Okay. Straight to weaponsmithing, and then we'll do construction basics next. So we're on day 3. Sweet. Okay. I do need to get those undercover. Get everything put together. We got rain, insufficient storage, no one assigned to salvage or scavenge. Let's just turn that off. Might be able to get more weapons though. I'm gonna have somebody, once we get this fence set up, I'm gonna have them go back to scavenging. Actually, I don't need them. I do not need them to observe this. We're just doing a... Sweet. Okay, so let's get somebody to build some spears. So we got 4 of them. Alright, he's on it. This is why it's important to have your storage near the crafting area or where they're going to use it. Otherwise, they're going to spend all this time transporting stuff. So it's easier to just have them transport it after they, after they cut it down, and then your crafting can get done quicker. So I'm going to actually set up stockpile. Set up a couple of them. I'll set one up over here. There we go. Then they'll be able to put that all together. Another important thing to do to help them be happy is to cook. So if somebody's assigned to cooking, which they're all at level 3, so they're going to do it after other tasks are done, which is actually, I'm fine with that. I'm not, like, they're doing okay happiness-wise, decently enough that I'm not too worried about the cooking. And also, it's not like I can store it very much anyways. So they got these. You can actually cook those as well. So I'm going to do it until you have 2. But I'm pretty sure once you cook them, I think their storage changes. Maybe not, though. So essentially, right now, you can leave them under a roof indefinitely. So you want to make sure they are inside. But so that, like this one, what I want to do is I want to make sure they're not putting any food out there. Then even, okay, these are the only fabrics I got anyways. Okay. So I don't really have to worry about too much. I don't have any medicine or anything. Let's not put the first aid outside. Okay. So they should basically just put construction and crafting materials out there, which we're not going to make any electronics, though we might scavenge some. What is that? Scrap metal. I want to let's see. Oh, alright. So we need to get those built. And the higher the level is of like his crafting or whatever, I'm pretty sure the faster it goes. Okay, got construction basics done. So now, once you get that, you can actually start building rooms. And what I would do here is actually build like a tower. I'm gonna do it right here, I think. And then I'm going to put a ladder. Put the ladder right there. And then they'll be able to, when the animals attack, they'll be able to climb up on top of this. And then hopefully the animals should be funneled into this and kind of work their way towards the survivors. And they should, I think, take this route. Or they might try to blow through right here, but we'll see. Alright, so let's get some weapons on these guys. As long as no one's idling, that's the most important thing right now, you know? Everything they're doing is necessary. Also, you can set up these traps and whatnot, so I'm gonna set up some traps here. That should be good. I think the first attack is going to be pretty minuscule. These guys should easily be able to handle it with their guns. They could probably all fend them off with spears if they really wanted to. If I really wanted to push that. Let's have them harvest some of these. We're probably not going to play through winter. Oh yeah, absolutely not going to. They should get an attack soon, I think. I think you get one once per season, maybe. I'm not entirely sure yet. But if you wanted to, you could start. You can start planting crops really. And so, like, I've noticed buttermelon is a really good one. I think early on it seems to be a pretty decent one, as long as you research pickling. And then you can get a pretty good store of food for your first winter, because it gets pretty brutal if you don't. You're going to be running around trying to hunt, and these things fight back. So, not a great field here. You want to find loam, but, you know, I don't really have a whole lot of options here right now. Until I clear some area. That'd be a good area for some good fields there. And then later you can actually get a crop that will slowly transform your soil into loam. But I don't see any of those. Can't remember. No, it's not those. I don't remember exactly what it was. It wasn't these, I don't think. But there's a few different... I mean, there's a lot of different plants everywhere you can see. And some of them are in different regions than others. But, okay. This guy's unarmed. Let's see. He can arm himself now. Let's just make one more of those. I'll craft 2 bows for the other 2 guys who do not have guns. And then we'll be pretty set. How are we doing on food? It's pretty rough. Pretty rough. But we're coming into the good season here. I should get some crops set up. I mean, this is what I would do if I wasn't just showing you how the game goes. Let's give him something to do. Wrong button. So he's got good physical, high physical strength. We're doing, maybe I'll grab some more wood. You know, I'm actually going to have him scavenge. There we go. He might be able to get a decent weapon there. So, we'll get some fermentation barrels made too. I'll put them on the inside of the field. I'll get 3 of them going. Let's get a gate so that they can just travel right here and here. I'll set up another one over here actually. As well. So we got 2 exits outside of the one spiral. Actually, I'll set up another one over here. So we're low on wood now. We'll get some timber. I'm going to get some lightning rods set up to defend the place from lightning. And that's actually pretty decent for now. What I could do is just build a giant tower here. Oh, there we go. Alright, so finally, pause it here. Finally, we have the aggressive animals. And right now, it's just these little bugs here. But it progressively gets more difficult as time goes on. So I want to make sure that everything gets built. I'm going to pull him back. So I'm going to take him off of scavenging when he gets... There we go. And actually, I don't want you wasting so much time on that. Let's stop building that. I want this 3rd tower level built so that I can put these guys up top of it. Okay, so we got that. Got that. I'm gonna cancel a lot of this. There we go. All right. That's fine. Okay, we got our fence, and here they come. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab everyone. Actually, grab a bow. All right, so we only got... Get these guys up top. He's getting his bow. Here they come. Could he make it in time? He might be able to. Oh, I drafted him. Alright, so they should be able to see pretty well. I'm going to put him right here. And then he is going to actually go down here because he doesn't have a ranged weapon. So he's already firing. Good shots. Good shots. All right. Let's set him. No. Yeah. There we go. There we go. So they automatically target them. You just have to make sure they're drafted, otherwise they won't attack. So you can turn it into a bit of a tower defense game, but yeah, they already took care. There's only one left, and then shut the bow, and then basically as soon as it's over, I try to undraft them all, and they should go back to what they're doing. Now these guys, you want to observe them, but they'll give you like raw bug meat or whatever. And eventually you can turn that into some other stuff, but early on, you're pretty much going to use it to, let's see, to make meat soup. That's pretty much it. But eventually you can use it for other stuff. You just got to be able to research it. So that's our early look at what this game is and how you play it. And you slowly build up, and the waves slowly get more difficult, and you learn more, and it's actually really fun. It's nice, and it's actually pretty relaxing. You know, it's outside of dealing with the waves of the enemy hordes that come attack you every once in a while. It's pretty fun. It's kind of like Sims with combat. Almost, you know, a survival Sims with combat. But outside of that, it's pretty fun. You know, I mean, something I don't like is that you got to deal with their relationships. You know, that like a little too simmy, you know, like for me. But outside of that, it's pretty good. I've noticed that the relationships don't do a huge thing, but often you'll see somebody get annoyed by another person, and it really ruins their mood. So it's kind of annoying when you see that, but you know, it's just part of the game. So far so good. This is no mods, no nothing, just the gameplay as is, and you can slowly expand out and conquer new territory, so to speak. And I don't know, man, it'd be sweet if you could eventually get like boats or, you know, build boats or something. Or I wonder if you can build something over the water, like maybe you have to, you know, span it across. I don't really know how that works yet, but it'd be pretty sweet to build a fortress or something right here, you know, a fortress on the lake. That kind of look cool. There's a lot of cool like rock formations and stuff. So, you know, 3D modeling, they did really well. I think they did pretty cool. I think it looks pretty good. Looks pretty fun. The map is pretty big, so I'm at the edge of it here. It's not like insanely huge, so I used to be kind of nervous to send, you know, the guys out or the survivors out too far. But it's not huge, you know. You can send them out way out over here and whatnot pretty easily in a day. And there's the bug nest here, insect nest, which you'll learn about it a little bit more in the future. I honestly don't know a whole lot about it yet either. I know that they are hostile. That's the only thing I know. There's another one here. And they're kind of scattered out throughout, and then, you know, more show up. But yeah, so if you're interested in this game, you know, take a look. If not, yeah, so be it. Until next time, shalom, salam, shanti, peace.